Hey folks, Jason from FiddleHed here. We're in the middle of the fall practice challenge. Today, the release of this video is day 11. So congrats to everybody who's hung with it for this long. And if you missed a day or two, just keep going is the main message. The point of the whole thing is to just play every day, establish a consistent practice habit, and then slowly learn to practice better, practice well. So with all that in mind, I'm just going to show you some things I've been working on during the challenge. I'm taking it too and having a lot of fun with it. So the techniques I'm working on are doing a double stop thing is fifths double stop. So like the first one would be open G and D, and then G1 and D1. So basically one finger hammering across two strings. It's very challenging. A few students told me about there's this method of playing in tune where you play in fifths, so I've been trying that out, but it is very challenging, especially on third and fourth finger. So I'm making up little exercises for that, like the fourth finger one. I can kind of test it by playing open D and A, and then G4 and D4. So there's that. So I have an A drone playing now, and I've been doing a lot of pentatonic scales this year really, but just doing lots of crazy variations with them. So like a lot of slur patterns with A major pentatonic, like slur 3. Slur 4. Slur 6. Slur 8. Slur 12, slur 24, blah, 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 blah. So those are the two main techniques I'm doing, but I'm actually playing a lot with a few different scales. I'm doing the A minor pentatonic as well. I got lessons on all these things. Yeah, so find that at will on YouTube and elsewhere on the course. And then the other technical thing I've been working on is fourth finger double stops, like, and which connects to the tunes I've been doing, which is a lot of old round peak old time tunes in the style of Tom and Gerald. I'm just trying to get more confident and strong with the pinky finger. So something a lot of fiddlers struggle with at first, and it might be helpful to know that I'm still working on that and trying to, elevate my practice with that. And a lot of these things that are truly fundamentals that you just keep returning to over and over again, certain basic scales, and then you push yourself in new realms, do new things with the old stuff. And so then I've been learning a lot of fun tunes, and so for instance, like a recent one, it's called Train on the Island, and I'm trying to remember the title with the tune. So there's a little bit of Train on the Island. And so when my strategy is a term I use called fingerprinting and also interleaving. So if I learn a new tune like this, then I go back and I play a tune I'm familiar with, like that's one I'm more familiar with, called Breaking Up Christmas, and then I kind of alternate between the two. That's the fingerprint, just a little snippet of Breaking Up Christmas, and then the fingerprint of the new tune I'm doing, Train on the Island. And another new tune I'm doing is called When Sorrow Encompasses Me All Around. And that's in A minor pentatonic, or A minor. And so let's say I've played through that whole tune, and then I'll do the fingerprint for that. So I'll say the name of the tune, When Sorrow Encompasses Me Around. then maybe do another fingerprint, train on the Allen. Maybe another fingerprint, cluck old hen, round peak version. And then maybe do that. That was actually playing the whole A part. I'll do the fingerprint now. That's maybe enough to trigger the tune in my mind. That's the idea. So these are all like memory tricks to help me do this, to help me remember tunes, and you could use this too. And then I'm experimenting with like just seeing a list of tunes and seeing if I can just start them all without looking at any music or tabs. And in addition to starting them, try to see if I can hear it in my head before even playing it. And so I'm practicing the recall of the tune. So some tunes I remember, but I can't recall them unless I look at the sheet music and then I'm like, oh, I got it. So there's different layers of memory work to be done for remembering tunes, and I'm trying to do that, and then eventually so I can make lessons on it and present it in a more clear way if I've been grappling with it myself, but also because it's just fun to try to remember more tunes. And so that's roughly what I've been working on. And then just a few notes about the quality of the practice. I've been doing it more at night, and there's fun things about doing it at night. I feel like very creative, but during the day I feel like I'm a lot more productive. Like I could do 20 or 30 minutes in the day like I did earlier today, and really just feel like I really got a lot out of it, and it just makes sense because I'm less tired and I have more mental focus. But I tend to put off practicing till later in the day, and I'm still struggling to get that, do it more in the middle of the day when it's more peak. So that's roughly what I'm up to. For those of you taking part in the practice challenge, hoping you're having a good time with it. And for those of you who are interested in doing something like this someday, you can really do it anytime on your own. Just commit to playing for 2 weeks every day. Pick a certain amount of time, like 20, 30 minutes, and just commit to doing it. And that's what the practice challenge is all about. And it's fun to do it though with a community of people. Like FiddleHed has been really fun, and we are always going to learn from each other. I learned a ton from working with the students too. Okay, so thanks for watching this little video about what I'm doing, and now go fiddle.